My name is James K. Holder II, and I'm a master's candidate in building construction at Georgia Tech, and I'll be graduating this December. I've been doing photography for pretty much all of my life and taking it a lot more seriously within the last 5 years. So acquiring more equipment and getting more practice and working with more models and doing portraits within the Atlanta area, and definitely trying to make sure that my work has a stronger impact. I got the idea for the Your Face Here project, where I will volunteer to photograph anyone who donated $50 directly to the Haitian earthquake relief efforts. And so I figured that if we can get people to donate $50 a piece, and I would be committed to shooting 200 people, I could raise $10,000 fairly quickly. I wanted to start the ball rolling by doing a self-portrait and making my own first contribution to the cause. And I did that the day after the earthquake, which is when I got everything started with the project and started publicizing it. So by posting that online, I wanted people to know that I was truly committed to it, and I wanted to lead by example for my own effort. It was interesting because it started out of my dorm room, and so it's just proof that you don't need to have access to everything, or you don't need so many resources to make your vision work, as long as you're willing to commit to it and work hard with it. I definitely wanted to inspire those who participated, because I'm as a graduate student, obviously I don't have the means to donate $10,000 on my own, or that much of an amount, but I knew that a $50 contribution wouldn't go as far as $10,000 would. And so I figured that if I could do this and prove that it would work, then when the next disaster came up, someone else who didn't have the money but had time and had the talent could put something together that would have as much of an impact as this has. During the project, I decided to move outside of the dorm and into a studio space in the historic Castleberry Hill neighborhood of Atlanta. And that's allowed me to continue the project on a more professional level and also transition into photography as a profession. And so I figured that I should be more committed to it and make sure that I'm taking my work always to the next level. One thing that's great about the new space is that I can continue to do work with photography, whether it's portraits, fashion photography, or weddings, pretty much anything I'm capable of doing with the assistance of this space. And another thing is that I can exhibit my work, which I have a lot of artwork that I've done on the photography side during the Castleberry Hill art strolls, and I have enough gallery space to kind of show those things off. And so there's a lot more going on with my photography than I would have expected about 6 months ago, but I'm kind of all in now, and so I'm making it work. Moving forward, I definitely want to make sure that everyone knows that I'm committed to the plight of the Haitian people. And one thing that I'm working on with some of my friends who are also Georgia Tech alumni is putting together a service trip to Port-au-Prince as early as December. And so we definitely want to make sure that we're having a hand in the progress that's being made about a year out, and making sure that we're not just sending our prayers and thoughts and money, but that we're also physically there in contact and making the impact that we want to see brought to the people.